Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to play in some Nomad, the Nomad America's Parks palette. I know you've probably seen a lot of reviews on this already, but I was late to the game getting this palette and we are going to create a look with this one today. If you'd like to see what I come up with out of this palette for a look today, then just keep watching. I'm so glad you guys decided to stay. So, my name is Deb, if you're new here, and I love all things glitter, multi-chrome, and indie brands. Love me some indie brands. And I hope that that's something that would interest you too. And if it does, please hit the subscribe button and stay around. And I would love to get to know you. So if you are new here, leave a comment in the comment section. I'd like to say hello. If you're one of the people that are one of my subscribers, thank you so much for coming back and watching another video and spending your time here on my channel. It truly, truly means so much to me. And I thank you guys so much. Okay. Are you guys ready to get into this palette? I'm ready to see what kind of look I can come up with. I have not thought it through. I am dressed to go to a wedding today, so I don't want to do anything too terribly crazy, so it's going to be a little bit more on the natural side. But these colors, oh my goodness, I'm already seeing it's probably going to be a green in this like chartreuse, moment, maybe a little bit of the brown. I don't know. We'll just get into it right away and prime my eyes. I think we'll just do this a little chatty style and we'll just talk about some of the stuff that's been going on with the makeup releases. And I don't know if you guys have seen all the sneak peeks and everything that Nomad has been doing. First holiday palette that they're coming out with, and it has pretty much all shimmers, I believe, and it just is so gorgeous. And it has like every color that you can think of. Like if you were thinking of a string of lights, it's just about every color that's in there, and I love that. Of course, I love me some shimmers and I love me some colors, but that's not everybody's cup of tea, but it is mine. So I am looking at probably getting that Nomad palette also. So I can't wait for it to come out. I don't know if you can see, but the embossing on this is just amazing. I have swatched some of the shimmers and stuff, but so beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go in with a fluffy round brush and I'm going to go in with Half Dome, that nice brown, and I'm going to kind of do it out on this outer edge, and oh my goodness, the pigmentation, Nomad is amazing. Like I seriously love their shadows, and I'm just going to drag that over and create a half crease area there. I'm not going to take it all the way in. I don't want to bring that brown all the way in, and I'm just going to blow it out like that there. And I do like the windshield wiper motions just to drag the color to where I want it. But then I just kind of come in and do these little tugs, moving it into, like if I don't want to blend it completely away and I just want to move it around a little bit and buff it out. And I know it's blend, but I love to say buff it out. I don't know. That's just my thing. Buff it out. And it is buffing it out, but I know that that's not what everybody else term they use, but I'm not everybody else. If you're new here, you'll figure that one out. I do march to the own beat of my drum. No, I do march to the beat of my own drum. Yeah, I do march to the beat of my own drum, so you will see that. This palette is just full of green goodness. I can definitely see this as a palette that I would take on vacation because it has some neutral shades, but it has greens, and I love greens. It has some purples. It has the golds and the yellows, and I'm not a gold fan, but I do like a yellow shadow. And so mainly whenever I'm adding it to or blending out and like a green. And so, yes, I definitely would take this. So in the comments section, I would like to know, have you been to any national parks, and where have you been? what has been your favorite? That's what else I would like to know. And why? Because I know that eventually that's some, that we're going to do some more traveling, and I really want to go and meet some of you guys and travel. And so I think that it will be something that we'll be doing hopefully soon. So I am going to go into Blue Ridge Parkway and pick that up on this brush. I have not used this brush, so I got this brush off of a recommendation, and I just I don't care for it as much. It has the bristles that are like super flimsy. That's the word the only word that can come to my brain that I can use to describe it. But yeah, it's kind of flimsy. Like it doesn't have, I don't know, it just nothing behind it to kind of make sure that it is placing the shadow where I want it. It's like it'll spread apart really easily. And so I'm just placing the color. Again, I will go in and buff it out and blend the colors together whenever I get it built up to the color that I want. I really do enjoy Nomad's shadows. They're just so beautiful. And I don't know if you've ever ordered from Nomad. Let me know if you have any of their palettes down below. I know that some come in like boxy charms and stuff like that, but let me know if you've actually ordered from the company or not. Felicia is the owner, Felicia and Auntie, and they are really seriously some of the most wonderful people I've met since starting YouTube. Like, they are just amazing people. Okay, so I have that green on there. It kind of has more of a blue tone to it. I am going to go ahead and go in with this one here. It has more of the yellow tone to it. I'm going to lay that over and kind of pull it into that green and try to get it out of that cool green tone, because I am definitely more warm tone today. Oh, look at that. Yes. Everglades is amazing shadow. Oh my goodness, I love the shade of this. Oh, that is so pretty. So pretty. Love. That's the color. Oh, that is so stinking pretty. I love me some green eyeshadows. Love, love, love. I'm going to a wedding, and I don't know who all is going to be there, but I know a lot of the people that will be going, they don't wear a lot of makeup. So I always say, I'm going to do a neutral look. And then look at me. Let me put on another layer of that green because it's really pretty. That's what I do. And then it's not like I want to be like, have to fit in with everybody or anything. I don't mind. I just don't like, I don't know. I don't like to, I'm me wherever I go, and I don't change for anybody, but I don't like to stand out too much, even though I go around with purple and blue hair and crazy hair all the time. But, I don't know. I don't want to be the center of attention, that's for sure. That's me. And sometimes that happens with my hair. Actually, I get people comment on my hair all the time, and so I'm just like, thanks. It kind of gets a little embarrassing to me sometimes. But I'm not going to change who I am or my hair just because of it, it's a positive thing. It's not anybody being mean or anything like that. It's just, it's drawing attention, and it's just something I like my hair like this, It's not about attention. It's just about my hair. So whenever it brings attention, I'm like, thanks. Thanks. I feel really awkward, but I'm kind of here I am. I'm on YouTube and I talk to you guys all the time, but in real life, I am a little socially awkward. If I know you, I can talk and I can do really well, like in small groups and with people that I know pretty well, in groups of people that I don't know, or even if I know people and they're with people that I don't know, I get very socially awkward. So, those fun facts of Debutawn. Oh, I have some fallout. I already did my makeup, so, but I pack stuff on. I create fallout, so there's that. Let's do this. it brushed away. Oh, yeah, that was easy. So Fallout is not a disaster. It's so stinking pretty. I don't even know if I want to do a shimmer. Because look at it. It's just blended so beautifully. Love it so much. I think I'm going to leave it alone. I don't do matte eye looks very often, just all matte. I add some kind of shimmer, but that blend is beautiful. I went back and forth with the shades and just blended them together. I know I quit talking about what I was doing, telling stories, but I just really went back and forth and just kept blending until I had them meshed together the way that I wanted them to be looking. And so there's that. All right. And I'm a little bit of an OCD person, so I could keep going and going and going with it. But I'm going to stop myself because we're going to take it up underneath. I'm going to use the same brush. And because it's slanted, I love this brush. It is a Japonesque. Japonesque brush. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. But see how it's dense and then it's angled. I'm gonna use the angled then to go up underneath. So I'm gonna get this brown matte, the dark brown matte, and then I'm gonna spray my brush. And if you notice, I'm just pouncing it back and forth. I'm not dragging it. So I'm taking the pigment and going in again because I want another layer, bouncing it, little bounces back and forth, and then take it on the other side. For the most part, most shadows, if you spray it and do that, it'll last all day. And if anything transfers, it'll be like your mascara or eyeliner or something like that. But your shadow shouldn't budge. Because there's times like certain mascaras or whatever, they will transfer throughout the day. But typically when I wet my shadows, they'll stay underneath. And now I'm going to go in, maybe I incorporate a little bit of shimmer. Okay. So I laid down that green shimmer, and I think it just was too much because I don't want it to overpower the mattes on top. And so I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but how I remedied that, since it was a little too bright for what I was wanting, just to have it in that little area is what I'm trying to say. If I had shimmers on top, there would be, it would look great, but I want it to be a little bit more toned down. So what I did is I took Everglades and I sprayed that, which is that matte light green, and I'm just putting it over top of the shimmer just to tone it down because it was just a little too much. I wasn't looking for that bold of a lower lash line. So I'm just taking that Everglade and going back over, and then I'm going to go back in with that brown and then mesh the two together. And so, okay, yeah. So that took it down a notch. That's what I'm looking for. And then it's so pretty. And then what I want to do next is I want to go in with Old Faithful, this mustard yellow. I want to put that in the center, and then I want to take that shimmer and then just put it right on top. So I'm going to go in with a smaller brush and go into that Old Faithful. And I already have green down in there, so I'm just adding it to that green and brightening it up a little bit with that yellow right in there. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with that shimmer and I'm going to spray it. And yes, that's the inner corner I'm looking for. That is so pretty. All right, guys. So this is the eye look. I'll be right back. I'm going to finish up my face, put on a lippy, and we'll talk a little bit about what I use off of camera. I will see you in a few. Okay, guys, this is my final look. And yes, I love it. It is what I was going for. So, and these mattes blended out just as, like I noticed whenever I got the Blend Buddy palette, that man, the mattes just blend so well and are so pigmented, but blend just like velvet. And you know what? This palette reminds me of that. And Nomad, they do shadows really well. And it's so gorgeous. Okay, so off camera, I just popped on this lippy Adobe. I put up in the little brow area there. I didn't want too much, but I put on Hustla Baby from the Fenty highlighter palette, and then, or duo, the highlighter duo. And for blush, I am wearing the Kaleidos. And I'm not sure. Oh, it's in shade Punch. So that is what is on my cheeks. For highlighter, I used the Jaclyn Hill in Hypnotic. And so, yeah, that is my look, you guys. I just really do. I just have not found one Nomad palette that I didn't like. So I'll probably be picking up the new one whenever it comes out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that you guys all have a blessed day. Take care. Bye-bye.
I gave you my heart.